know how well you can see me. It's a little dark out still, but it's Saturday morning and we're headed to the Flea. All the snow's melted away that we got the other day, and I'm hoping people who have been trapped at home will be out here set up to sell today. So let's drive on in and see what we can see. Not as cold as it has been, and we had a pretty good turnout at the Flea today. So found some good stuff. Bought a tote of different miscellaneous, bunch of other little odds and ends. Don't think anything real major, but it should be enough to make it worth getting out in the cold. Which anytime I get to digging junk makes it worth getting out in the cold. So stick with us, come back later, and we'll do a reveal of everything I found today. So we had a pretty decent crowd out there. A few different faces. I like it when the new folks pop in. There's a lot of old stuff, a lot of dirty stuff. But people were willing to wheel and deal, and I was able to walk away with what I think I can, if not take back to the flea market later on, some of it I can turn online. So let's take a look at some of the things I got. I got a little too much to really go through everything, but we'll show you some of the good stuff. Alright, well, the first interesting thing I found, I started off kind of with clocks and pocket knives back when I was a little bitty, trading around at the yard sale with my grandmother. So clocks have always interested me, so this one here is actually a time clock. Keeps time, little clock stamp underneath, put it in your ink, stamp your time clock, and that was how they would have kept up with it. The little winder's missing, I'm not sure if it runs. I'll check it out. If not, it'll get sold out there to somebody that's a clock person. I just had never seen one that was manual. Anybody out there who's ever got or knows some info on it, it's Dorson Jr. So throw it in the comments below. Let me know what you know about it. Rector set. I usually don't mess with these because of the weight, but this one was so complete. Box, manual, all the little parts and pieces. and it's got the motor with it. Screws and nuts and bolts and all that good stuff in there. I don't know. Like I say, I don't normally mess with them because there was so many of them made. But this one's complete. And there's a sale in midsummer that you guys will probably get to come along with that we do that this will do pretty good at. So it'll probably sit for a while before it goes back out. 1960s RCA Geiger counter. I don't know, I just thought it was a neat piece because of the chrome and the RCA label. It's got that cool analog type dial. It was unique, and it still had its little radioactive tag so you could test it. I've looked that up, I've done a little research on it. They're kind of collectible. Not a big following, but there's people out there that want them. Lunch boxes. I don't normally buy plastic. I like the older metal ones, but how could you walk away from without the Power Rangers? So the Power Rangers with the thermos. Looks like they've been sitting on a shelf somewhere. They're kind of dusty. Lion King, the original one. Some kind of tag on it. That one's got the thermos as well. I'm not sure why I bought that. I just thought it was kind of neat. There's a little bit of battery damage in it, but it's all metal. Japanese made, I think, probably. Hong Kong. I don't know. It was neat. I think I gave a quarter or something for it. So, for a quarter, how do you pass it up? I think it's a Big Matco ratchet wrench. USA made, name brand tools. Always pick them up. Camel collectibles. I've got quite a bit of this stuff somewhere else that I picked up earlier. I think about putting a whole big lot of it together. I've got a couple of the lighters and a few of the other things. End up doing lots. It's easier that way. And like I say, the flea market that I go to here in Cincinnati on the weekends, this is kind of like the last ditch for a lot of this stuff. These guys, I don't know if they do clean outs or, but like this whole container, that whole container, I just buy the whole container. A lot of times I don't even know what's in them. I poke around, see a few things that look interesting, and then they work a good price because most of the time they'll take the stuff and go straight to the dumpster with it. Old wrist rocket, that I'll keep. Slingshots are kind of one of my hobbies, so that'll go with the rest of mine. These little tin containers, something else I've been grabbing a lot of. I've got a bunch in another box somewhere that I'll lot them up and take them. There's actually a sale, Friendship, Indiana. That stuff I do really well at. One of the largest leather punches I've ever seen. It cuts a very big patch, or I'm not sure, I assume it's for leather, but it's a big punch. I had to have that just because of the size of it. It's kind of neat. Kind of a non-smoke ashtray. It's real early. I think it's 1950s. It's kind of neat. It's got a weighted bottom. Smoking memorabilia does pretty good. This was all in there. A bunch of these old glasses. You watch these, some of these are 10 and 12 karat gold. The British ones will be the off numbers. The others will be the US. But most of these are just plated. I kind of glanced at them real quick. But they still got rolled gold, 12 and 14 karat rolled gold on them, so they're worth keeping a hold of. And you get, like I say, you get lucky sometimes and you'll find them and the frames will be solid gold on them. And those you kind of keep back for scrap. Big gouges. That one's not been beat up too bad. Needs a handle put on it. But these old steel big gouges like this for carvers are hard to find. These are early ones. Any of the stuff you see
You can go to our store on eBay, Grammy's favorite stuff, and most of the time you'll be able to find it there. And if it's not made it there yet, just send us a message. We can work something out. We take PayPal, credit cards. We're set up for just about everything. Or if you just want it to be out on eBay and you want the protection of buying through eBay, let us know if you see an item. We'll throw it on for you. And then we'll drop you an email and let you know that we've got it out there. Not sure if this is nutmeg or garlic. It's a little clamp-on grinder of some sort. I thought it was neat, primitive. I've got a couple other little pieces like this. Again, that's the sale, the big sale down in Friendship. I might do this year. Butt plate off an old rifle. See, like I said, you just never know. A lot of this stuff is the first time I've really seen it. I thought this was BBs, but it's apparently slingshot ammo. Kind of fitting since there was a slingshot in this box. So that will go over there. Cool little table lighter. They tend to do good, and this one's an automatic. And the action seems to work pretty good on it. More drill bits. Old bicycle wrench. I've kind of seen that. Was hoping it would have, you know, Harley, because they put these in the toolkits of some of the old motorcycles. But no, I don't see a name. It's got an early patent on it, but it's nothing. I don't think it's anything good. Old broken knife, some side plates, more brace bits. These are pretty good. Actually, I bought these, and then there was a guy there that said he needed some, and so I'm going to take a pile of the other ones I got down there and probably sell them to him. Old Starrett gauge still in the box. This stuff all does pretty good. Another frog gig. I've got several of these laying around. One day I may do something with them all. But for now, it's kind of one of those things that I kind of like. More of the adjustable bits, Irwin's. Another brace bit. Little Nikon camera, 16 megapixels, so it's fairly new, rechargeable. I've got a charger somewhere I'll throw with it. That'll do pretty well at the start of summer when people are going on trips. Johnson Silver Minnow. Spoon bait. Yeah, spoon bait. That's what you want. I really bought it because of this little box. This was at another dealer. Some drill bits. More tin. And I am not too proud. I will go to the flea market and I do buy purses. I've had guys say, "You are getting those for your wife, right?" And I tell them, "Yeah, typically." But no, we've sold quite a few. This is an old Dooney and Burke. Pretty good shape. We do pretty well with these. We used to sell purses. We used to search the city for purses at one time. It was one endeavor we went into, and needless to say, I'm glad that one's over. It was awful. Because it'll lead you to grab things like this and walk through the flea market with them. And I walked through the flea market. But it was, as I was leaving, guy pulled in with a truck, and these two were laying in the back, and he said a couple bucks for the pair, and I couldn't turn it down, so I had to get them. New in box Tom-Tom, or complete in box Tom-Tom. I need to check it and see how out of date it is. If it's not too bad, you know, it could be worth 20 bucks, 25 bucks or something. But it was part of a lot of stuff. Complete in box camera. It's got its paperwork and stuff. Not real rare, but kind of a neat display piece if you were trying to set up. And camera, there was one that slipped by there. This one's really cool. Bellows type camera. This was a part of a school that would have done photography school. It's got the label inside. It's kind of neat. I don't know. This stuff's kind of, there's people using it. There's people that always have used it and they still use it, but they're good display pieces. And that one's in great shape. Some kind of printer. It's a portable developing kit. 10-second roller print. Photography stuff, I'll put that out. Probably with a couple of these cameras together. External hard drive. Check that. Never know what kind of weird stuff you can find there. Hopefully it's clean and we can use it to store stuff on ours. Now this tote I kind of bought blind, and I actually think we'll save this for another video. This is another video in all of itself, because this is a collectibles, this is Marlboro, this is Budweiser. But you'll have to come back for that video. It should be out in the next couple days. You'll just have to stay tuned and look for that. If you hit the like and subscribe button, they'll let you know when that video comes out. I'm Jarvis with Itsnotjunktv. I'm glad you stopped by today. Be sure to hit like. It just lets me know that I'm doing a good job and you like the videos I'm putting out. Leave comments. Anything you see here, leave a message below or send me a private message and we'll get back to you. Like I say, we'll work it out to where everybody feels comfortable. Thanks for stopping by. And remember, the more we fix, the less we pitch.